Music games were and have been an ever-increasing genre, with titles like Dance Dance Revolution, SingStar, Guitar Hero, and Rock Band being top sellers and influences on the genre. While those games required accurate timing, correct pitch and rhythm for high scores, what about the creative type of muso gamers that wanted to create their own music and experiment? Nintendo attempted to answer that question with 2008's Wii Music, a continuation of its Mii-based games for the whole family. Is it a sweeping symphony or a string of sour notes? The game is split into three different types: Jam Mode, Lessons, and Minigames. Jam Mode is the core game mode inside Wii Music, allowing up to 4 players to improvise with the 60 in-game instruments or jam to one of the game's songs. You can pick from multiple genres like rock, classical, jazz, pop, reggae, and electronic with what parts you'd like to play. Nintendo had tried to streamline the game a little bit for newer players without overwhelming them, though the lack of other genres like country, hip-hop, folk, soul, and R&B is disappointing. You can also replay a song to add extra performances of yourself or others. Once completed, you'll be asked to rate yourself from a scale of 0 to 100 points and save a video of your performance. The idea of scoring yourself is odd and obscure, and the heavy emphasis on video creation seems somewhat forced. Song-wise, the game has 50 songs with 45 needing to be unlocked. The main setlist is extremely pitiful. While the game features some well-known pop songs like Wham's Wake Me Up Before You Go, John Lennon's Woman, and the Marvelettes' Please Mr. Postman, along with some Nintendo tunes, the bulk of the setlist of songs is from the public domain or classical songs more suited for elder players. When's the last time you wanted to play along to Do Re Mi that wasn't in a primary school music class? The Lessons mode can be helpful in teaching some basic rhythmic patterns and timing with certain instruments and genres, but there's only one song used for every lesson, and it can get ear-grating having to play it over and over again, but with different styles. Finally, there's the 3 different music games that are inside Wii Music. Open Orchestra lets you conduct an orchestra of Mii's, the Guitar Hero-esque Campbell Harmony, and Pitch Perfect, in which players must run through various pitch matching tests. While the game tries to do a decent job at teaching musical education, the underwhelming soundtrack and forced video creation won't keep them interested for long. Getting down into the 60+ instruments, each one boils down to 4 different motions to perform. Keyboard, percussion, guitar, and other stringed instruments require you to strike and or strum the Wii Remote and nunchuck like the actual instruments, while others like woodwinds and flutes only need the Wii Remote on their own with 2 buttons. The range of instruments includes the Jaws harp, sitar, and DJ turntable, but also includes some gimmicky instruments like the beatboxer, dog, and cheerleader. If you've ever wanted to play Ode to Joy with a black belt, cat, rapper, and dog, Wii Music has you covered, though be warned, some earplugs will be needed. If you hit the notes correctly in time with the music, you'll get some decent results, but trying to improvise with the lack of control and accuracy of your notes can turn into a chaotic waggling of sounds that sound worse than the on-disc songs included. If you happen to own a Wii balance board, you can try out the game's drum mode and play on any of the game's drum kits. Unfortunately for the aspiring drummer, the controls are awful and don't feel natural. The player has to input a button combo and waggle the Wii Remote and nunchuck to play each drum, as opposed to the more natural striking out to each drum without any button presses. While the game offers lessons on this playstyle, we'd recommend sticking with air drumming or paying for actual lessons. Frustration is the word we describe the experience of trying to get a passable or decent sound and result from the game's song list. If you get a few friends over to play, they'll probably grow bored of it very quickly and go back to playing Rock Band. The presentation matches the same look one would expect from Nintendo's Mii-based games like Wii Sports and Wii Play, with the added Jim Henson-looking toots playing alongside you. All the songs are relatively short, barely reaching over 2 minutes, and like the songs themselves, the sound quality of the instrument samples is on the same level as an outdated Nokia cell phone. It's worse than MIDI. While some fun could be had with how hilariously below average the game is, and for the few willing creative participants, this will get old very quickly. The poor sample quality, the weak and elderly soundtrack, and the inaccurate controls will cause most players wishing to go deaf. If you're an aspiring musician looking for a creative tool, stick with GarageBand and leave Wii Music for the bin.
Final results.